today's session of Family Court with Judge Penny. This mom wants back the tuition she paid for her dropout daughter.
We made an agreement that she would complete her education.
I'm sorry, when did we make that agreement?
You made a commitment to me.
She bought me diapers when I was a baby. Do I have to pay her back for that too?
But is Judy just following in her mom's footsteps?
Why'd you leave school?
I was burnt out, who also dropped out of their college to travel the world in a rock band.
You quit college and you joined a rock band.
Your Honor, my mouth is so stuck.
Can I just say this is the first time it's been closed in a very long time?
What do you really want?
Families in crisis, I know exactly what they're facing.
I have been there from a life of hardship.
I was able to build a lifetime of experience. Now, after years of serving on the bench,
I use the law.
to fight for families.
It's not only about verdicts, it's about solutions. It's about the compassion and the mercy that justice requires.
I'm Judge Penny Brown Reynolds,
And in my court,
family comes first.
The plaintiff, Patti, is suing her daughter for $3,000 in college tuition expenses. The defendant, Judy, says her mother paid her tuition as a gift with no stipulations.
Patti,
Yes, Your Honor.
you brought your daughter into court today.
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Tell me about it.
I'm suing my daughter for $3,000 for non-completion of her college education. We made an agreement in high school that she would complete her education. As a matter of fact, Your
I'm
Honor,
sorry, when did we make that agreement?
when you were a senior
Do
in
you have
high
it in writing?
All right, Judy, I'm going to get to you in just a minute.
Sorry,
So you had an agreement with your daughter that she was going to college.
Right.
She did enroll?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You have a wonderful accent. Where are you from?
New York.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
All
Hey,
right.
never fear. Brooklyn's here.
Okay. Okay, Brooklyn's in the house.
Yeah.
All right. Judy, how are you?
I'm very well, Your Honor, thank you.
Your mom says that you had an agreement since high school that you would be headed to college.
Yes, well, I actually headed to college in high school, but
Oh, did you tell me
Oh,
about
and,
yes.
and I paid for that, too.
Okay.
I'm still paying for it.
Okay.
When I was 14 years old, I did dual enrollment through a university, a local university. I continued doing dual enrollment throughout high school. I mean, most of my friends were out hanging out at the mall, you know, rollerblading. I was studying Renoir and Michelangelo and Rembrandt. And I mean, that's a lot of pressure for a 14-year-old. But may I just say, I mean, she bought me diapers when I was a baby. Do I have to pay her back for that too? It's kind of an
come on now.
understanding as a mother that when your child is driven
Judy,
enough to
I
go
sent
to
you
college.
to Europe for your education.
I had a scholarship.
You made a commitment to me that you were going to get your degree.
Why'd you decide to leave?
Basically what had happened was when I was, you know, going throughout college, I really enjoyed it. I really engulfed myself in the educational aspects, and I went to school for, you know, theater performance, and I didn't really focus as much on that as I would have liked to.
Why'd you leave school?
I left school because I was burnt out. I was over it. I wasn't enjoying myself. I really wasn't putting any effort into it the last semester.
What you been doing since school?
I actually moved to New York.
You waitressing.
I moved to New York, and
She's waitressing.
I came back, and
Mama says you're a waitress.
She's waitressing.
waitressing and auditioning.
I have
All right.
nothing against waitressing, Judy. I
Because
think
you were a
it's
single mother
wonderful
raising 3 kids as a waitress who also dropped out of their college with a full scholarship
Hey,
to travel
hey.
the world in a rock band.
My point exactly.
All the skeletons coming out now. Oh, that's an understatement, right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is, why would you be devastated over this?
Well, Your Honor, I also she received a scholarship to complete 4 years in college.
Okay.
And the cost that I invested, it was a 75% scholarship. So there were rooming, she went to a dorm, and then other incidentals. So in reality, the $3,000, her education that she had available to her was far beyond $3,000.
Patty, what I want to know.
And she blew the whole thing.
I know, listen to me. You're devastated by this. Why?
I did that. I did that very thing. My dad wanted me to be a lawyer.
My point
And,
exactly.
well, you know, Judy, when you're an adult and you see mistakes, you figure, hey, and I know you're very smart, and I know you could learn. Why would I keep mistakes
not
to
to
myself
do?
when? Yeah, I'm a good example of what not to do.
Is it basically that you don't want her to go through what you went through or experience what you...
You're not kidding. Oh my God, do you know what it's like? Three
You know what,
children.
though? I actually do. Do you know?
See, you know.
Absolutely. When I went back to school, I made a lot of mistakes. I'm the first person to say it, although a lot of people, once they put this robe on, they act like they never made a mistake in the world. But for me, a part that makes me who I am is the fact that I don't mind saying it. I was a mother at 18. And so life didn't go quite the way my mom had planned, because my mother was a single mother, and all of her hopes and dreams were sort of riding on me.
There you go. See, she knows.
However, I did know. I guess that's what makes me the judge. I know what you're talking about, but at the same time, I kind of understand Judy.
Thank you.
Because my mother, everything was riding on me as the oldest one, and that's a lot of pressure. So you think some of this might be rebellion on your part?
I went there to be a performer. I went there to act. I didn't do that. What I did.
Why didn't you do that?
Because I got all wrapped up in the education part of it. I mean, I'm in an honors fraternity. I was the charter member of an honors fraternity at my university.
Now, if you're going for theater, though, because, see, this is what your mother's wanting for you.
Right.
She, although it's a lot to put on her, you want it better for you. All of our parents.
Right.
All of us.
And
want better
right.
for our children than we had for us.
Exactly.
That's
Nothing
natural.
wrong with that.
But what has to happen is it can't cross the line. And because when it does, they start to rebel. But what I'm concerned about is, what is it that you really want? Because did you ever go on auditions? Ever?
No, she never did. And as a matter of fact, Your Honor, I even found auditions for her. I found them. I looked them up on the computer and I found them.
Did she do that for you?
Telephone numbers.
I will say that I was handed telephone numbers. Did they go anywhere? No.
Why didn't they go anywhere?
I will take the responsibility and say that I haven't put forth the entire effort that I should be. And I do that to myself, and I will take that blame. But what I did was left college before it became a burden, before I put myself in a bad place. Like you are saying, Mom, that you made mistakes. I didn't want to make mistakes, you know what I mean? I didn't want to stay in college just to...
Yeah, but you know, a part of being in theater or any kind of performance is you gotta go audition.
Still to come, what renders this mom
You
tongue-tied?
quit college and you joined a rock band. Married the drummer.
Your Honor, my mouth is so stuck.
Can I just say this is the first time it's been closed in a very long time?
She did it to me.
Family Court with Judge Penny is back in session in the case of mother versus daughter. Patti is suing her daughter Judy for $3,000 because Judy dropped out of college with one semester remaining.
Let's get to the crux of all of this. You know, we're here, and I have to tell you, everybody's waiting to see if a mama's gonna be able to get her money back for what she's doing for the daughter. Because let me tell you something, I don't know how I'm gonna rule yet, or I'm not willing to tell you right now, because I'm still trying to make a determination as to whether or not we had a contract. But the big thing is, if indeed I end up ruling this way, I got 2 grown sons right now that I need to be collecting from. Because I can tell you right now, they owe me some stuff that they didn't do. Do you know, I thought I was Miss Perfect. Do you know what I mean? But I used that to mask all of the hurt and pain. Because I thought that if I could just do better, the better I used education. I would do well in school. But it was so that I could be in control of situations that I felt wasn't a controlled situation. So I'm trying to figure out from you, because you're very gifted, we can tell that you're bright, and you certainly get it from your mom. And you're certainly entertaining and very lively, which is a good thing. But what I'm trying to do is get to the heart of the matter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what is it that you want?
For me personally in my life, what I would like is success.
And how does that manifest itself?
In
You're going to be a waitress?
She's very
No,
good at her
I'm
job,
not-
Your
Which is
Honor.
not a
I
dishonorable
think she
I'm
knows how
not.
to serve a chicken sandwich to perfection.
which I learned from my mother as well.
I used to tell her that practice makes perfect. So keep practicing. Whatever it is you're passionate about, keep going, because practice makes perfect.
Do you really think that you can achieve perfection?
I believe that we can strive for it. And in our daily walk, practice, and focus on whatever it is that you're passionate about. And I know it's not chicken sandwiches and onion soup.
But I know you understand, because I have here that when you quit college and you joined a rock band
Yes, I did.
when you were younger, and that you married a drummer. Didn't last very long, but that's okay. But that you're a remarkable woman because you've got 2 other children that ended up going to school, yet you want something for her. What is it that you want for her life?
I want her to fulfill herself. I want her to feel satisfied. Your Honor, my mouth is so stuck.
Maybe with your mouth being stuck right now, this is a good time to listen to what she got to say.
Can I just say this is the first time it's been closed in a very long time?
She did it to me.
Still to come on Family Court with Judge Penny.
But, you know,
What do you really want? That's
One
what we
year
want to hear.
left.
Mom, you got to listen. Keep your mouth stuck for a minute.
Court is back in session in the case of the mom suing her daughter for $3,000 for tuition fees because Judy dropped out of college with 1 semester remaining. But Judge Penny is finding out it's about much more than that.
But Judy, you're just 24 years old. Tell us, what do you really want?
I think a lot of it is everything that she worked very hard to get somewhere that she never got. And I think that she wants me, she sees how hard I'm not working, and she doesn't think that I'm going to get where I want to go because I'm not working that hard, which I appreciate because she is my mother. But the issue is college. I didn't finish college because I was burnt out.
Okay.
I mean, I started at 14.
Oh, you mean from being in high school?
right.
What do you really want? That's
One
what we
year
want to hear.
left.
Mom, you
One
got to
year.
listen. Keep your mouth stuck for a minute. What do you
like
really
you
want?
very much. I want to be successful in performing. Whether
Baby, what does that mean?
it means that I need to work hard. I want to work harder at achieving my dreams.
Let me tell you something. It's a lot going on here. Because let me tell you, people are afraid to dream. Do you know? Take this little girl, a poor little girl like me. My mama, single parent. My mother didn't finish school. She had children and worked. Do you know how difficult it is to dream? Because if you're worried about being perfect, then you're constantly worrying about failing. You're 24 years old, and it's not like many people, young people who are not 24, you're too bright to waste your gift.
Right.
And so what you need to do is not have your dreams be your mother's dreams, but they have to be your dreams. Because both of you are very bright people. I am a scholar myself, I like to think of it. And there's this book, have you heard of a man by the name of Khalil Gibran?
Yes.
He's a Lebanese philosopher. And I subscribe to a lot of what he does. But I brought this, and I'm sure this is the first time any judge anywhere has ever read a philosopher for you. But I want to read this to you because I think it's absolutely key to what's happening here. This Gibran would go to various cities in Lebanon. And people would come to ask him like he's wise. Like, you're coming here today to court to say, Judge Penny, what do we do? My daughter has such potential. She's so bright. She needs to go to school. Although you're trying to collect the money, that was just the way to get in here. The real thing is you want a wake-up call for her about how she's living her life, right?
Right.
They asked him, speak to us of children. And he said, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you.
Still to come on Family Court, Judge Penny prepares to render a verdict.
Sweetheart, wake up
Wake up.
before it's too late. This life belongs to you, and you've got to grab hold of it so that you can become everything that you've been called to be.
Family court is back in session in the case of the mother suing her daughter for $3,000 for dropping out of college. Judge Penny has learned that Judy has left school to be an actress, but she has never gone on an audition.
But what I'm concerned about is, you went for theater, you're very bright, you went on not one audition. And what I'm concerned is your self-esteem.
Your Honor,
Boy, Mama like to talk.
I
Okay.
just,
Come on, we're going to wrap it up.
I don't want it to sound like, I want her to be perfect and I want her to do the, I think it's been said that if you get up in the morning and you go to bed at night and everything you do in between you thoroughly enjoy, you're a success. And I believe that. And that's all I want. And I know my daughter. I know her. From the time she was in kindergarten up until today, this girl has been excited and enthusiastic about learning.
Let me tell you something. You're on the opposite end of the spectrum. I have people who come in here and their mothers, who the daughters will say, you don't care if I'm dead or alive. You are so blessed to have a mother like this. But at some point, do you know that you are the person that you are because you dropped out of school and joined that rock band? All of our mistakes are the sum total of who we are. You may have to let her make some of her mistakes. But what this man was trying to say in this book in the 1920s is what I'm trying to tell you right now. It's her life to live. Sweetheart, wake up.
Wake up.
Before it's too late. This life belongs to you, and you've got to grab hold of it so that you can become everything that you've been called to be. When we come on this planet, we're all supposed to be doing something. We take different paths, but when it lines up with what it was supposed to be, with what is your passion, then look what you end up with. You could feel the light emanating from the person. Let me get to my ruling, okay? You all have been a real delight.
Thank you.
In many ways, you remind me a lot of my mother in some ways. But now, with regard to the verdict, let me share that in order to have a contract, whether it's oral or it's written, you have to have an offer and an acceptance, and you have to have something about consideration. I don't find that there was a contract, which is what we have to have in order for you to prevail. I believe that it was a gift of love like no other. And let me tell you, I love this saying that, yes, you gave her $3,000, but after what I've witnessed today, what you give her is absolutely priceless. It's time for you to start focusing. Don't lose your gift. Your mother just doesn't want you to end up with the children and the family because it is a little harder. You are too gifted, my dear, but you need to figure out what it is you want. All right? I find in favor of the defendant, so you will not be receiving any award, and now the case is adjourned.
All rise.
Find out what happened after mother and daughter left family court with Judge Penny.
I appreciate the wake-up call, as we say, and the fact that my mother, wants the best for me. I appreciate that.
I love my daughter very much. It sure would have felt good, though, to get that money from you.
It feels good that you don't.
Thank you for tuning in with us today. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment on today's episode. Is a daughter too smart for her own good? Comment and tell me what you think.